almost exactly 48 hours ago as the Progress conducted a flyby of the station to basically test this new CORS system. It locked on to a passive CORS system on the Russian segment of the International Space Station. The CORS system uses a series of radio beacon signals that bounce back and forth between the active side on the Progress itself and the passive side on the Russian segment of the International Space Station to provide updated navigational information for the Progress computers on the range to its target and the rate of closure on the target. The Progress zoomed by the International Space Station again at a distance of just 1 statute miles, moving several hundred kilometers in front of the station, where it put on the brakes and began to phase above and behind the station for its reapproach to the station that we are involved in this afternoon.
No image.
And now we're looking at a live picture of the Progress 53 cargo ship, which is currently moving to within a range of about 5 kilometers of the International Space Station. The automated rendezvous operations for this second close approach of the Progress this week to the International Space Station began just a couple of hours ago. All of the rendezvous burns that have been pre-programmed into the Progress computers have been executed flawlessly, and the information provided by the visiting vehicle officer, Tom Erkenswick, here in Mission Control, working in concert with Todd Miller, his counterpart over at the Russian Mission Control Center in Korolyov, has indicated that all of the Progress and CORS operations have gone flawlessly to this point.
The range is 4,800 and the velocity is 8.9. Okay. Now we're getting image. There's still some interference, but at least it's moving.
You can hear a translator at the Russian Mission Control Center reporting what Oleg Kotov and Mikhail Turin are discussing in the Russian segment of the International Space Station as we now look at a view through the engineering cross-haired overlay from an external television camera on the Progress, a view of the International Space Station. You can see in the lower left-hand corner of this view the distance of 4.5 kilometers and a rate of closure of just over 8 meters per second. The rate of closure will decrease significantly as the Progress moves into close proximity in the neighborhood of the International Space Station a short time from now. The Progress will begin a period of station keeping at a range of just 200 meters behind the aft port of the Zvezda service module, which will be the docking port of choice today for the unpiloted Progress craft. That station keeping should last a neighborhood of about 10 minutes or so, enabling Russian flight controllers to take a final look at the alignment of the forward docking probe on the Progress and its alignment to that aft port on the Zvezda service module before a reinitiation of a final approach for docking begins at about 4:16 p.m. Central Time. Docking should occur at 4:27 p.m. Central Time. That will be 5:27 p.m. Eastern Time this afternoon.
Next test.
The arrival of the ISS Progress 53 cargo ship will put 4 Russian vehicles at the International Space Station, in addition to this new Progress that will be linked up to the aft port of the Zvezda service module until the mid-June time frame. There is another Progress, Progress 52, that is linked to the Pirs docking compartment. It will remain there until February 2nd, when it will undock and be deorbited for a fiery demise into the Earth's atmosphere. There are 2 Soyuz vehicles that are resident at the International Space Station. The TMA-10M vehicle that you see there, that is on the Poisk module, that's the vehicle that carried Kotov, Hopkins, and Rosansky to the International Space Station in September, and the TMA-11M vehicle that carried Turin, Wakata, and Mastracchio to the International Space Station on November 7th. It is docked to the Earth-facing port on the Russian segment of the station, the Rosviet module. And the visiting vehicle officer here in Mission Control reports a good test of the telerobotically operated or manual rendezvous system that, again, would be used as a backup in the unlikely event a problem would occur in the home stretch of this rendezvous with the Corps' automated rendezvous system. So far, so good, however. The flyby that occurred on Wednesday to test out the Corps was carried out without a hitch. The Progress looped back around above and behind the station to begin a second rendezvous toward the complex, and that has all gone extremely well throughout the course of the last 36 hours. Now just 1.1 kilometers away from its target and a docking to the International Space Station, docking scheduled just 27 minutes from now.
First one is on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the second activation.
Progress just about halfway through its fly around. The core system is operating in rock-solid fashion, this new revamped system that uses a single antenna instead of a cluster of 4 antennas, designed to replace the old generation core system for which components are no longer produced. The International Space Station coming into better view right now at the top of your screen in this image produced by an external television camera on the Progress resupply ship. The fly around is now complete, and we've initiated station keeping.
Yes, we see approach. Yes, and we are seeing that as well. Thank you.
This is a brief respite in the pre-programmed approach of the Progress to the International Space Station to enable Russian flight controllers to assess the alignment of the Progress's docking probe on the forward end of the upper section, the basically the habitation module section of the Progress resupply craft, but in this case where the supplies are located.
Automatically at 16:52. Got it? Copy? Could you please repeat the time? We can see it very well. The range is 100 meters. The closing rate is 0.65.
100 meters away.
Yep. We are in UKV. The movement is stable. Unreadable. Station Moscow on УКВ-1.
Мы сейчас пока перешли в УКВ-1.
We are on УКВ-1. There was a drop and come. Yes, we'll have to go back to SG. Copy. Let's go back to SG-1. Calling you from SG-1. We are monitoring. The target is basically in the middle, in the center. The movement is stable without any violations or deviations. Copy. So the image is better now. Copy. We are receiving good image. The target is about 1.5 degrees up from the center. The range is the same as on the screen, and as we are monitoring it, about 60 meters. And
just 60 meters now separating Progress from the aft port of the Zvezda service module, the venerable first living quarters of the International Space Station, launched in July of 2000 atop a Proton rocket from the Baikonur Cosmodrome.
The target is moving within 1.1.5 degrees to the left and maybe 1 degree up. Copy. Range is 50, and the closing rate is 18. Copy.
The International Space Station in progress, now just 50 meters apart from one another, flying 262 statute miles over southern Russia.
Crosses are aligned, and we can see the target very well. So it's 1 degree up and half a degree to the left. Velocity is 0.19, and the range is about 7 meters. Copy.
About 5.5 minutes until docking. Everything proceeding by the book for the Progress 53 cargo ship loaded with almost 3 tons of supplies, food, fuel, holiday gifts for the Expedition 38 crew.
The target is aligned, and the velocity is 0.30, and actually it's going out. Okay, crew, we give you a go to use Toro. Copy. Oh, we're enabling it. It's back off plus X, manual mode. Yes, we have indicator. Manual monitoring COM is on. Yes, so we're controlling it, and the commanding is stable. And
Kotov now has activated and is using the Toru tele-robotically operated system.
So UVK.
No initial indication as to why the default went to the manual system, but Kotov now controlling through a joystick in the Zvezda service module.
The command has been issued.
Docking system is now powered up on the Zvezda service module. Again, Oleg Kotov is flying the Progress 53 manually through the backup system, the tele-robotically operated Toru system.
Crew, you should be expecting. Oleg, please repeat. Yes, go ahead. You can go to the ZSK snap and hold attitude. It's up to you. We have no issues with that. Or we can stay at OSK, the current attitude. Okay, we will stay at OSK attitude. Commanding is stable, no issues. Range is about 5 meters visually. Copy. The target is in the middle, practically is aligned. So the side lines are off, and we are keeping it within a 1.5 degree angle. The antenna is in place. Okay, Oleg, we are going to switch to a snap and hold attitude from the ISS side. Yes, absolutely. Then I'll be station keeping. Yes, you station keep and align the crosses. The crosshairs.
Once again, Oleg Kotov took over manual control of the flying of the Progress 53 cargo ship at a distance of about 75 meters. No indication as to why it was required to go from the Corps' automated rendezvous system that had operated flawlessly ever since it began its testing 2 days ago, all the way through the rendezvous today. But Kotov is now manually flying the Progress, aligning the crosshair targets to one another so that he can bring it in slowly but surely for a docking to the aft port of the Zvezda service module.
The crew is talking to each other. We don't have a confirmation about the antenna position, and we do not have the telemetry confirmation for the antenna yet. Even if we don't have, you have a go to proceed. I got it, and visually we also cannot give you a confirmation yet. I'm station keeping and I'm aligning the crosshairs. Copy.
You can see the result of Kotov and his operation of a joystick on a command panel in the Zvezda service module as he aligns the crosshairs on the Progress docking target to the target just underneath the docking port itself on the Zvezda service module. He took over manual control of the flying of the Progress at a distance of about 65 or so meters after Progress suddenly went into a station-keeping mode. It was not expected. This is the whole reason for having a backup control system to manually fly in the Progress in the event that the Corps' automated rendezvous system would suddenly experience some issue that would prevent a fully automated docking all the way in.
Yes, we have received the confirmation that the antenna is away. Copy.
The Corps' NA antenna, this new antenna that replaces a cluster of 4 antennas in the old Corps system, has retracted as had been expected at a distance of 40 meters. Oleg Kotov, the Expedition 38 commander, surrounded in the Russian segment by his Russian colleagues Mikhail Turin and Sergei Ryazanskiy, manually flying the Progress in for an expected docking just moments from now.
Crosshairs are aligned. Everything is nominal. Just go steadily. We are good. Yes, and we are good. We know that. Proceeding. Misha, you please report the range. 6 meters. Copy. 7 meters.
Just 7 meters separating the Progress from its docking port.
We're approaching 5 meters. Copy. 5 meters. The target is in the middle, and the crosses are basically aligned.
Standing by for contact and capture.
It's about 1.1. And the crosses a bit to the side. That's within the range. Copy. Yes, we're doing well. Good. The targets are in the middle, in the center. Closing. We have contact.
Contact and capture.
And we've got...
Docking confirmed.
Congratulations, guys. You did well.
A manual docking performed by Oleg Kotov, taking over control of the Toru, the telerobotically operated system, at a distance of about 60 meters or so, after the Corps' system suddenly put the Progress 53 craft into a station-keeping mode. Kotov went to the manual control of the flying of the Progress the rest of the way in through a joystick on a command panel in the Zvezda service module, docking occurring at 4:30 p.m. Central Time as the Progress and the International Space Station flew 262 miles over Kazakhstan.
And it will be on our go. Copy Moscow on your go. We're standing by.